Like fantasy?
Film.
Bye!
What'd you fucking say?
Fantasy.
Film fight.
I still don't get it.
Fantasy.
Fight!
We take the pick of the litter.
We take it in turns.
Someone's just gotta go first.
And then
The next person.
they just go round and round.
That's what.
We call it
Fantasy.
fight. You win some, you lose some.
Anything can happen.
So,
Who are you going with?
who you pick?
Today.
Fantasy.
Film.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode number 39 of Fantasy Film Fights, the show where we take a random film topic and we draft it fantasy style. On today's show, we are doing something a little bit different. I don't know if anybody's draft lists are going to match, but it should be a fun time. We are drafting a horror film using non-horror characters from movies. We've got a fantastic panel joining us today, but before that, my co-host, as always, right over here, Mr. Tony Hill. Tony, how you doing?
Hi. I thought you were going to introduce Rory then. I was just getting upset.
She wanted to sit on my lap, so hey, everyone say hi, Rory.
Hi, Rory.
Hello.
Rory secretly is a massive horror hound. She absolutely adores them. Just every year, weirdly in September, she watches the Halloween films in order.
I mean, I do that 24/7 though.
It'd be interesting. Nah,
Yeah,
I don't think she's ever seen a
this-
slasher film in her life.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But yeah,
Just in reality.
she's joining us for the draft, and we've got a fantastic panel joining us as well to kick it off. Introducing right over here, Lydia Dietz. Oh, excuse me, it's Hailey. Hailey, how you doing?
I'm here. I'm here. Hi.
Yes, hi. Happy to have you here. Looking forward to your pitch. Moving on down over here in the corner. If I can get my directions right, Rory's distracting me a bit. Douglas, Doug, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm excited. I had to create 2 different movies this week, and I enjoyed doing both of them. Let's go. Horror movie top. What up? If anybody couldn't tell, I like horror movies a lot. Stephen King's tattooed on my arm, so I'm good. Let's do it.
Should be interesting. Directly below me, Mr. Bill Cariola joining us once again. Bill, how you doing today?
I am filled with caffeine and rage, and this should be fun.
Classic Bill.
Yeah. I see Doug again. I see Hailey again. I see Anthony again. I see Tony again. It's like you guys can't get rid of me. I'm like a herpes outbreak. I just keep coming back. So, it's fine.
That explains the itching.
Among other things, yes. Yes.
Always an interesting show when Bill is joining us. Last but certainly not least, my teammate, right over down here in the corner, Mr. Anthony Tisdall. Anthony, how goes it today, sir?
I'm not prepared for this. I feel like everyone else is much more prepared. I was kind of, but I think it'll be fun. I love horror movies. I have a list of people, and we'll see. I don't think anyone's picking any of these, so it's probably not going to be as connected as everyone else is, but it's going to be something.
It's all right. As vague as you want, as detailed as you want. It is all up to you. But before we dive into it, we got to decide draft order. Tony, how do we do that?
All right, so the way it's going to work is that because I am playing along, because out of the 2 horror fantasies here, I'm surprisingly the least. So Peggy has now got a numerical question. Whoever gets closest to the pin is going to get to set the draft order. So we are doing 5 rounds to the snake draft. So if you go first in the first round, you'll be last in the second round. If you go last in the first round, you go first in the second round. It goes like a snake.
A serpentine draft. A serpentine draft.
Serpentine.
We're not allowed to talk about serpentine drafts, otherwise we do get sued by all fancy everything.
Yes, I didn't want to participate in this one, so I made Tony do it. I'll do it next week. But for your question, ladies and gentlemen of the panel, according to Rotten Tomatoes, what is the body count of Freddy, Jason, and Michael Myers? We got Jason Voorhees, Freddy Krueger, and Michael Myers. If you combine their total body count amongst all their movies, how many people do they kill?
Oh, son of a bitch, I saw this graphic.
So did I.
You gotta pick out those 3.
I have no writing implement, so I will just put it in the private chat then.
No, you can just go first, don't worry.
We'll go to you first, Bill.
Yeah.
Not a problem. Hang on, I forgot to write
So I just said draft area is fine. It's going to be that people are going to be picking 5 characters from any film. They're going to pluck them out, and they're going to throw them into their horror film. So there's no...
Everyone got a number down?
I'm trying to
Yeah.
start
Pick a
so that way
number.
you guys can see it.
Yes, I cut you off, Tony.
I know.
All right, cool. Here we go. Bill, what you got?
In honor of Halloween, I'll go with one of my favorite bands, the Misfits. Then I'll go with the number 138.
138.
I like you, Bill.
Tony, what'd you write?
I went kind of similar. 1387.
Whoa!
Jeez.
Wow,
That's a lot.
Yo,
of
they just
kills.
killed a small country. Like,
I mean,
Did they go to an island? Did they go to Hawaii?
I'm pretty sure when Jason takes Manhattan, he kills like a couple of houses.
Not to
Like
mention,
five
he
people
does
in that
go
movie.
to the future in space.
yeah.
He kills a total of
Actually,
8 people in that
Manhattan.
movie.
Well, safe to say, Tony overshot a bit. Haley, what'd you write down?
I put 126.
126 from Haley. Doug,
I said 83.
83. And Anthony, what'd you have?
212.
212. Well, with the closest, without going over, Anthony
Yeah.
wins. It's 192.
Wow.
We've got Freddie at 39, Jason at 146, and Michael Myers at 107. So Jason has the highest body count of those
Michael
three.
Myers has 107.
According to Rotten
he's
Tomatoes,
been in
I
like
don't know how
800
accurate that
movies.
is, though.
Yeah, there's a ton of.
He's
We got to
been
think.
in-
2 Rob Zombie movies, the new one.
Oh, I forget about the Rob Zombie movies.
Rob Zombie, a lot of people.
I forgot he killed a lot of people in them Rob Zombie movies.
A lot of
It's
people.
the other ones that he doesn't kill a lot of people in.
Well, with that, Anthony, it falls to you to set the draft order. It's on you, sir. Who's going first? Who's going last? How you setting it?
There's only one person on here that someone else might take, so I'll go first. Because everyone else, I have no idea. I'll go me. I'll put Tony out of his misery second. Then I'll go Bill, Haley, Doug.
Bill, Haley, and then Doug at the turn.
Sweet. So, Anthony, Tony, Bill, Haley.
I'm only worried about my first two, so yes, thank you.
I only have one
Only
I'm
my
worried
first
about.
Only my first two. The rest of them, I know none of y'all are picking them. So
All right, we shall see. Anthony, you're up. You're officially on the clock for the first overall pick in the
All right.
draft of building a horror movie with non-horror characters. You're up. Have
I
it.
had a little bit of a self-debate with my villain. I had one villain. I gotta go villain first. Villain is the most important person in a movie. And there was one I thought of just for the sound, but then I did a little bit of a turn because I thought of this in the past 10 minutes because this is a guy that probably turned out to be a villain later in life. I feel like Doug knows where I'm going with this, possibly, but he almost murdered 2 people in 2 separate movies, and that's Kevin McAllister from Home
I
Alone.
called it.
I believe he needs to be a villain in a movie because he basically is Jigsaw. You've seen all the, Facebook stuff like, oh yeah, he became Jigsaw later. It's possible because he had some really vicious traps that he brought out there to possibly kill people. So he's going to be my villain in my horror movie.
I like the pick. It's creative. It's completely plausible. He goes through a little bit of trauma as a child.
Such a good pick.
The next pick is Joe Pesci from Home Alone. My pick after that is
I thought you were going
Korean
with my
Home Alone.
second pick.
Oh.
Legitimately, I thought you were going with my second pick.
Cool. I guess I'll see. I'll see what it is. See how it's close.
I
Why
mean,
the-
he is a sadistic little shit.
He is.
So, yeah. I mean, Jesus Christ. Why are you able to construct that monstrosity at like 8 by mid? He maps this out in crayons like a fucking crazy person, too.
Yeah.
Like,
Can you imagine what he's going to be like at 15? He's going
Or
to
he's
murder an
just
entire dorm.
intelligent. Or he's just intelligent, guys. Military can't. No camp
a
change.
sociopath.
he
Or he's
can't
sociopath.
figure out you can't use shelves as a fucking ladder. This kid is not intelligent. He doesn't know the double bag. He is not intelligent.
Listen, he is dumb, but he is not stupid.
He is smart when it comes to murdering people.
Yeah,
He's
oh,
smart
no,
when
no,
it
no.
comes
He
to
is,
murdering
he is
people.
a
He's that
savant.
one
Harvard
particular
He
skill.
is a murder savant. Murder savant.
Yeah, he's a Mr. Magoo of murder. He just falls over and stabs somebody.
Fair enough. I dig it. I like the direction you're going with already, Anthony. Excellent first pick, Tony.
Okay, so for my first pick, I'm going the complete opposite way from Anthony. He's got went for the villain verse. I'm going for my side piece characters. So I am going.
You would go for your side piece characters.
We know about
said
the
side
side pieces, Tony.
I know. We're not talking about them though. I am going to go for a ferocious little boy. Another little boy, actually. Why are we talking so much about little boys? Dear God. Little boy that you can fight against the world. Like, if you put him against a villain, he'll fight to the death. He also happens to be a Nazi, but we don't really talk about that. Jojo Rabbit.
Okay.
Wow.
I have not seen
That's
this
a
one.
Yikes.
I haven't seen this one either, but Jesus.
That's a
Lord in heaven.
yikes.
That is
That's a yikes.
that's a pool. Wow.
That's a super pull.
That's a choice. That's a choice.
You
That's
went a
a
direction.
super-
You definitely went in a direction.
super
Yes.
direction.
I know.
And we are just,
but I think I'm out.
just checking. Yeah, we are all on a government watch list now.
Oh, Bill,
I'm
if you get double tagged on your government watch list, does that mean you get one more strike and then you're out? Because I'm sure you've already been on one.
You definitely started when
Yikes.
you watched Girl on the Third Floor. That definitely put you somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, that put me in ill repute. That didn't put me on any kind of watch. Why am I always the one on the watch list? You motherfuckers had to do something.
Because you made me watch Microwave Massacre and put me on the watch list.
No, you didn't. No, I didn't. No, you said, "Hey, I'll watch a movie with you." I said, "Okay, we're gonna watch this one." You didn't argue that.
I thought it was going to be about a microwave.
It was. It's literally what that movie's about.
It's about cannibalism. I thought it was going to be a microwave that kills people. But
No, it's a guy that cooks people in his microwave and eats them. I mean, like, it's, like, that's how the way.
Do I change my whole
fiance
pick now to do about a living microwave that kills people?
No, a living microwave that kills people would be stupid.
Actually, sounds great.
Table toaster.
That was going to be my pick.
Should we apologize to Malcolm for Sunday, like right now? Because I feel like we're going to go with that.
Fair.
So I went with the precocious, everyone's favorite Nazi, Jojo Rabbit.
Yeah. Now after your microwave, what is it? Microwave killer? Microwave murder? What's
Massacre?
Microwave massacre. Pardon me. Apologies.
No,
I'm just playing this. I'm just playing the scene from Forgetting Sarah Marshall where she's explaining the cell phone that kills you plot line at dinner. Anyone? No? Okay. Never mind.
Yeah. Mike, sorry.
Jojo Rabbit is fantastic. Peggy would love it.
Finally found it.
It is great.
While
One
y'all
of
were
these
discussing this, I found your Kevin McAllister horror movie already, and it's called Better Watch Out.
Yes, I've seen that one.
That's super good. Sorry, I got distracted. I was like, I was like, why can't I find this movie? And it's under a different title. It's called Silent Neighborhood and something. And then
I mean,
Better
technically
Watch
there
Out.
already was that movie, and it's called Mikey, and it stars the little kid from Family Ties. But
Technically, there was that movie already. It's called Home Alone.
Yeah. Which is where I'm taking my movie from.
Yeah.
So thank you. Continue.
Yes, we shall move on. Bill, you're up, sir. What's your first overall pick?
Okay, well, I got to take this one first because I don't trust any of you bastards. So, I approach this by I want to take all these characters and pop them into any slasher movie. I could think like a Victor Crowley or a Michael Myers or whatever. So I am looking for my archetypes that I think are going to be in these roles perfectly. So I'm going to take my final girl first. And we all know who the final girl is. You're usually the good, the virgin, or whatever. I'm going a little different. If I'm going to pick my final girl, I want my final girl to get there because she got there on her own. And I'm taking Furiosa from Mad Max.
That's a good pick.
Fury Road.
That's a good pick.
What?
All right.
I mean, you're not going to fuck with her.
I'm on board. I think we should
Like Furiosa, man. Come on.
Is she too OP though? Like she's just gonna slaughter. She sounds like she's just gonna be a villain at that point.
It's gonna be The Hunt.
Yeah, except that Cariola is hunting you in a car.
Except it'll be good.
Yeah. I mean, The Hunt's fine. It's okay.
The Hunt was good.
Okay.
Shots fired, but it was actually pretty good.
I like what's her name, the lead. So, like,
Yeah.
she's like, Furiosa. This is dude, what? Come on. She's got a metal arm. Like, she has survived a Mountain Joe. She has survived a wasteland. You think some dude with a knife's going to be a problem? No!
I dig it. I dig the creativity. And also dig the fact that you picked a woman first overall. Thank you very much for that. Haley.
Hashtag
You shall move.
Well, Peggy, you're going to be happy again.
Yay.
My first pick, I know no one's taking this because this is a movie that's very much not liked, but you know what? This is the best part of the movie, and she deserved a better movie. I'm picking Akasha from Queen of the Damned.
I have no idea who that is, Haley. You need to explain it a little bit.
That's a horror movie?
I think that's a horror movie.
Isn't that a horror movie?
That's a horror movie.
Wait, does it have to be non-horror characters?
Yes,
Yeah,
not hard.
Oh my
It's
God.
literally
no.
the pick.
Take her from Romeo Must Die. I'll grow you a bone. Because if you still want Aaliyah in your movie, you can take her from Romeo Must Die.
We all want Aaliyah in a movie.
No. I'm picking a complete different pick then. I completely misunderstood this entire theme. And I made a perfect thing with the wrong thing. I'm picking Harold from Harold and Maude. That man is
somewhere. Aaron is applauding.
Oh, he's in the chat.
It's coming. It's coming. The comment.
Let's all just wait. Let's all just wait for his comment.
If you watch the first 5 minutes, like the first 10 minutes, like he's just like finding fun ways to kill himself, and like that's kind of wild. And I won't add other spoilers, but he's dealing with a lot right now. And you know what? Eventually, that's gonna make you crack. So I'm picking Harold from Harold and Maude.
I'm almost expecting Aaron to jump into the stream just so he can comment on this particular pick.
Oh,
yeah,
Great pick! Great pick! My heart.
There it is.
Oh my God, this is gonna be something. Oh.
Yikes!
Right.
All right.
So, just out of curiosity, like, because
You
the whole joke is that Aaron loves this film. Aaron does this film. He talks about every other second that he has. Has anyone actually seen Harold and Maude?
I have not.
It's a good movie.
It's fine. It's fine. It's a slow. It's fine movie. I've seen it. It's okay.
It's a masterpiece.
It is definitely not a masterpiece. Stop sucking up to Aaron.
I'm not sucking up to Aaron.
Trying to get Aaron's vote.
You already have his vote. You picked Harold. You got his vote.
Next up, Maude.
Could be. Never know. All right. Moving right along, Doug. Close that round.
So I'm going to give you the title so that way my title is above everything else. The title's called The Riddle.
The Riddle.
So my first character picked, and this is pre-costume, pre-everything. I want him when he's at his eeriest. And that's Edward Nygma, Jim Carrey's version.
Ooh.
That's my big baddie, guys. That's my big baddie. When he's cracking under the pressure and he's a sociopath already, he doesn't know boundaries. He thinks he's doing the right thing, but he's definitely not. And knows how to torture the people the right way. That first kill led him to another.
Interesting.
I see where you're going with that. I mean he basically
that's
kills people the way my guy does.
I mean, that's a
First of all, my guy could totally outkill your guy.
I mean, because if my guy's a sociopath, he might be able to solve the riddles because Nigma's not going to kill anyone until they don't solve the riddle. So
I'm not making him the Riddler.
He's Edward Nygma.
Yeah,
He's Edward Nygma, but he's not the Riddler.
I would be weary of picking my villain who could easily be defeated by a Google search, but I mean,
again,
that's me.
I'm not taking him as the Riddler. This is a completely different character.
Okay.
No, he's not. He's Edward Nygma. I stopped him from the costume trading. I'm doing him as Edward Nygma, the on-edge person that he is, and I'm going to give you the plot in a little bit. So
Okay. Accurate.
His next pick is Dr. Robot.
Well, might as well get to the round one recap so Doug can. Let's get to the round one recap so Doug can dive into his second pick and give a little bit more of his plot.
I have heart palpitations.
It's all right. We're just winging it.
As Hailey dies on camera, so Anthony went first. He went Kevin McAllister from Home Alone. I went Jojo Rabbit from the film. Bill went Furiosa from Mad Max Fury Road. Hailey went Harold from Harold and Maude. And Doug, in the movie The Riddle, went with Edward Nygma from Batman Forever.
So, Doug, feel free to continue explaining your movie idea to us.
Cool. So that was me. Sorry. I have my pen in my hand. I get fidgety fingers.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
My next pick is actually the first character that's going to be up for basically torture for his past and the past mistakes that he's made. And that would be Louis Lou Bloom, Jake Gyllenhaal's character from Nightcrawler.
All right.
Solid choice.
I like that.
Yeah, this guy's fucked up. He has a fucked up past, and he's also. That's what I thought you were going with when you said that he's already tried to kill people, and I was like, "Oh no, don't do it to me."
You think I'm going that hard, that intense? No.
This movie is going to be an intense thrill ride. You're not going to know who the actual villain is until the end. But I had to pick Edward Nygma so I could throw you off. Jake Gyllenhaal is on edge. He's going to be this person that's kind of being set up to kind of understand, the complexity of Edward Nygma. I think he can kind of push the levers inside Nygma's head to make him kind of try and survive as best as possible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
I mean, I would like to see that guy get punched in the face repeatedly.
Yes.
So, yeah, that's a good pick.
It's interesting too. I can kind of see where you're going now. So now it makes a little more sense. It's all coming together.
All coming together. Exactly.
I still need to see Nightcrawler.
It's very
Okay.
So good.
So, like my first pick, very unlikable movie I'm pulling from. But I need a character that's not going to be likable, and I need to get a character that makes really bad decisions. I'm picking Bella Swan, specifically the New Moon Bella Swan, where she's just freshly broken up with, and the whole movie is just her being reckless. She's going to be the girl getting everyone killed because she's making stupid decisions. That's my next choice. I'm not saying she's a likable lady. I'm putting her in there for all the right reasons.
I'm not disputing that she's not awful, except for in the final movie, because that movie's great. It's the X-Men movie we never got. Yeah. Unironically, that movie's hilarious. I feel like that would be somewhat horror. That it's a vampire.
That's not a horror.
I wouldn't classify that as a horror.
I was throwing that out there. I was like, okay.
No.
She's
someone called a horror movie, I'm
from
throwing it.
Twilight. 100% give, take, enjoy. You can have Twilight. Yeah, I want to call that. No.
Just quickly, the way that I'm seeing if things cast as a horror film is IMDb, their genre. So, Twilight Saga is a drama, fantasy, romance.
Yeah. Very romantic.
Okay.
Case closed.
Hailey is in the clear.
Yeah, no, she definitely needs to die. I think we're
Yeah, she kind of starts a little bit codependent in that
I can't
movie.
see her die.
But she's just sad she got dumped by a vampire.
But your life doesn't end if you get dumped. You don't sit there in a room for months on end.
When you're a 30-year-old, 15-year-old, yeah, you do. It's the end of the world.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Also,
yeah. Hashtag Team Edward. So,
I don't like
it was called.
that movie taught codependency.
I'm
I did not like it.
Team Alice all day.
Well, hashtag whoever the Harpo cousin was. I wanted more of that guy. Yeah. Seriously though, for the last Twilight movie is amazing. It's so fun. It's so great. It really is. It's great.
Tony, you're gonna say something?
I was gonna say. Actually, I had a point. I had a joke. I forgot it. So I think we're all glad.
No worries.
I forgot it.
No worries. We will press on
Bill
over
are
to
sorry.
Bill. Bill, your second overall pick. What you got?
Okay, so I'm going to hold off on what I was going to pick next. So I am now going to go with my cheerleader character for my movie, who is usually, this woman's just awful. She's an awful person. She's awful to everyone around them. You can't wait to see her die. And when I think of the most hateable characters that were not in a horror movie that I would like to see popped into one just to watch them get their comeuppance, it's Regina George from Mean Girls. I mean, who does not want to see Regina
I
George
love your movie.
get murdered, repeatedly murdered?
How does one get repeated?
On Tuesdays, we wear blood. Yeah.
Oh,
Whatever. I don't know.
that is the slogan to your movie now. On Tuesdays we wear blood.
I hope he's doing right now.
Hollywood, give me your money. I will not
Give
do
me your
it.
money.
Give me your money.
I will not write the script for you, but I will give you the story idea. Bitch got hit by a bus.
Well, now she's going to get hit by a knife.
Is this
What
last
do you do with just a knife?
Knife,
You're gonna-
chainsaw, or maybe someone will rip her arm off and shove it up her ass. I don't care. She's
Let's
going to die.
Let's take this celebrity death match and take it to where they did the medieval rat poison, where they poisoned the person.
Bill's final villain is the bus from Speed.
Spoiler alert: I did not pick a villain. I picked all the other characters.
Okay.
Because the villain is just
a generic slash.
It could be anybody. I don't care. I want to watch him pick these people off.
Bill in a mask to save him money.
Yeah. You mother.
There you go. You can get your SAG
Me?
title, Bill.
Yeah,
What,
you.
me? Oh, I'm sorry. What?
I thought we were going to have a whole match and no one picked anyone else's people on their list, but then you had to go and ruin it. You could have went with the other one.
No, because no one's taking my last three injuries.
God, that's a great
Guaranteed
pick.
they're gonna be there.
That's such a
Guaranteed they're going to be there.
such a good pick.
Yeah.
Good job. Damn it.
Yeah, that was a good job, and I'm now having to change what I'm picking.
All right, well,
so
Anthony,
that-
you got one more pick to wait before you go.
There's Tony takes
Tony.
another one. I'm going to be absolutely horrific.
Tony,
right.
you're up.
So I'm gonna pick my female girl for this film. I was thinking maybe go down the Mean Girls route, but I'm going for another one because I'm going for so Regina George is just evil. I'm going for someone that's annoying. I'm going for one of the most annoying characters in cinema. And when you want annoying characters in cinema, you pick
I already
Flint.
took her.
I was going to make a joke, but I was going to wait for you to do it.
I am going for Tracy Flick from Election.
Ooh, ooh, that's such a good pick.
That's dirty.
That's such a good pick.
She was pretty awful.
She's
That's good.
terrible, terrible, annoying person. And it's just so she fits well with the Nazi.
So Jojo Rabbit and Tracy Flick.
You are quite the crew going together right now.
Yeah, I dig the creativity that lies therein. I'm interested to
I
see.
want to know how Tracy Flick's going to hang out with Jojo Rabbit. I want that piece together in my mind. Oh my god!
We'll let Tony marinate on that portion of his movie while we move over to Anthony to close out round two. Anthony, what you got?
I'm very upset with you, Bill. I'm very upset with you because that was my cheerleader.
cutting in and out.
The girl's going to die. But when you said cheerleader, I did have another pick in my mind, and cheerleader is what she is, and she in this movie isn't just a bitch. To use a slightly more evil term that my wife has called her, she's a cunt. And that would be Big Red from Bring It On. Because she is the most evil bitch in almost any movie you could possibly think of. She got her whole team disqualified for cheating. She would be the one to go through a movie and do stupid shit because she's selfish and get everyone else killed. So, the girl that's going to get everyone killed in my movie is Big Red from Bring It On.
Well, technically, they didn't get disqualified. They still made it to nationals, but they had to do a whole new routine.
They had to do all sorts. It got ugly, and
Just
she
saying.
ruined it.
I need
But no,
every
she's a
single
bitch. She's a bitch. I agree.
fantasy film fights to somehow feature Big Red. The best fantasy film fights always feature Big Red. And this needs to be a thing because
Or Rocky. Big Red. Or Rocky.
she's such a good love to hate character.
She's so good.
Yeah, Big Red is one of the most villainous teen characters of all time, and
Does not steal your pick? I said this earlier, and you said, "Oh yeah, that's a good pick." So thank you.
I don't remember Bring It On, so it's been years.
she's
It's worth a rewatch because it's really good.
It's
Oh, I remember it
Worth
being
a
great.
rewatch.
Yeah, and that's one of my all-time crushes is in it. I mean, I'll see it
Gabrielle
eventually.
Union. Gabrielle Union looks the exact same.
It has not changed.
Gabrielle
Yeah,
Union
nope.
has not aged a day since they shot that.
It's crazy. Yeah.
All right, well that caps off round two. Tony, hit us with a recap, if you would be so kind.
No.
Okay.
No. All right, so for my a recap, I'll just keep Tony, come on.
I have no response. I have no response to that.
I didn't forget to put the last 3 in, so I'm not doing that now quickly because I forgot what Tracy Flick's first name was, and I was googling and accidentally closed down the.
Everyone, vamp real quick.
The what? Slow down.
I think she said vamp.
Yeah.
Like, we're supposed to ad lib. We're supposed to ad lib. I think.
This is the most professional show in the history of the universe.
Yeah, it's going smoothly.
This is always professional. This is top notch, top tier.
There we go.
Nice.
So second round, so Doug went 30, went Louis Blue from Nightcrawler, Hailey went Bella Swan from Twilight, New Moon, especially Twilight New Moon. Bill went Regina Jones from Mean Girls, I went Tracy Flick from Election, and Anthony went Big Red from Bring It On. Back cunt.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, we're only through 2 rounds, and the people who try to vote on the poll after this are not going.
There's no way.
That's going on. It's going to be interesting. That said, kick off round 3, Anthony. What you got?
Okay, next, I'm going to go with the Virgin character, the geeky dork. And thinking about this, I had a few different options, but then one randomly popped up in my head because I love this character as a geeky dork. He's fantastic. He wears ridiculous giant pants. He has insane yellow goggles, and it is Kenny Fisher from Can't Hardly Wait. He has a backpack filled with stuff to have sex with, condoms and lube and all that stuff. He is the absolute perfect Virgin character to have because he's goofy, he's weird, he's off the wall, he brings a little bit of comedy element to your horror movie. So Kenny Fisher, Seth Green himself, would be the Virgin character for me.
Interesting.
I personally know guys like that growing up that I would have loved to have seen meet the end of a hatchet. So I can't be bad at that pick. Plus, that movie's not very good. So,
whoa,
wait, whoa!
I said not very good. I didn't say it was bad.
Whoa!
Fight.
Whoa!
Fight.
Hey, it's not my fault. Scream sucks, Doug. All right.
Oh,
fight me! No!
In an alley for the entire month of November. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I mean, it's literally like a 30-minute drive for both of you. We'll find an alley and film.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go cry.
Tony will fly over
Philadelphia, except the Thunderdome.
Yeah, I was about to say yeah, I can't.
Tony will make it a pay-per-view event.
I'll put it on the OnlyFans account. It'll be fine.
We're gonna do thumb wars. That's how we're gonna fight. We're gonna thumbs war it.
No, it's settled the way everything should always be settled. Mortal Kombat. On the PS5.
On the PS5. I was gonna say, can I have all Liu Kang's ability?
No, I can just see it now, Anthony.
Oh, it's fine. So,
Anthony, I can just see it now. He's walking around a party and he's like, 10 gorgeous ladies, but who will be the lucky one? And then one gets their head cut off and he's like, 9 gorgeous ladies.
Yeah. It works perfectly. It's great.
It does. It works. I dig it. All right. Moving on. Tony.
Okay, so I've picked my children. I'm going to pick the mother for this little family.
oh my good lord.
I'm going for a woman that really when you think of motherhood, you think of this character. When you think of, I think Peggy's seen because I've already put it in the thing. Well, I'll be honest, completely not. She'll be a terrible mother. She'll be a terrible mother, but it's going to be interesting to see this. But I'm going for mine, for the motherly part, the woman that's in charge of these two rambunctious kids, Randa Priestley from The Devil Wears Prada.
Oh, those poor children.
She's the scariest so far.
Is she your big bad?
No.
Are you making Mommy Dearest?
No, I should have.
Mommy Deadliest.
Mommy Deadliest.
No, Bill.
I will teach you fashion.
But wait, did you say when you think of a mom, you think of this character?
I had a very strange childhood.
Yeah.
I mean, if we want to compare this to Mommy Dearest, I don't think Miranda Priestley uses wire hangers either.
That's fair.
Yeah, they're definitely all like cloth ones.
Fair.
Oh, nice, solid as well.
Nice.
The dead wear product.
Wow.
There you go. There's your title.
Tony, I got nothing for your entire. I have nothing for your whole.
Good pick. This is it's a fun show. We're all just happy with each other, except for Doug with me. But it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you gotta let it go, dude.
I'm so angry.
I'm sure this movie I love, you're like, that's a piece of horse shit.
I'm still upset for Monday, okay?
Clearly. It's not my fault George Romero is a genius.
All right, Bill, you're up. Try to piss off Doug as much as you can with this pick. Let's go.
I actually won't. So, so the next one in my types is the nice guy, or basically the one you want to see get to the end. And to go along with my theme of, tweaking the character mold just a little bit, I want somebody that I'm going to root for, that I can get behind, and most importantly, that I can believe in. I need to believe that this guy can beat any slasher I put in front of him. And I want a guy that not only managed to single-handedly fight gangs, ninjas, he went to Kung Fu Island, and he fought Richard Nixon. I'm going with Black Dynamite. Black Dynamite.
I'm not familiar, buddy.
Oh my God! This won the Academy Award for the greatest thing that ever happened.
That's a straight up standing ovation. That's
Black Dynamite in a horror movie. What's Jason gonna do? What is he gonna do? Dude, Black Dynamite will hit him with his dick, and Jason will just be dead. Because Black Dynamite is incredible.
That's so good.
I mean, I don't want that to actually happen, just so we're clear. But yeah, no, Black Dynamite.
Okay, sure. Okay.
Peggy, have you seen Dolomite Is My Name, the Eddie Murphy film?
You made me call it all of you.
Yeah.
So much, Bill.
Are you serious?
Yes, you made me call it. No. Your character that you picked made me want to put a character in my movie.
Oh, okay, okay. I was like, did I manage it? That's right, guy. I don't know. Yeah.
So for Peggy, Black Dynamite is a parody of Dolomite, the actual.
Is this the one that Eddie Murphy was playing?
No,
okay.
so Black Dynamite is a parody
Okay.
of those the blaxploitation films, which Dolomite was the prime one-off.
It's so good. It's
so
amazing.
I went and saw that in the theater. It was being like 6 people. My friend was like, Black Dynamite's coming out. I'm like, what's that? He's like, don't watch the trailer. Just come watch it with me. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm just like, this is incredible. Oh my God, I love every minute of this.
I like the movie so many times. It's ridiculous. So good.
All right. Interesting. Okay, might as well go on to Hailey. Hailey, what you
Okay. We need a character that we can root for. We need the final girl, and like Bill, needs to be resourceful, but not Furiosa resourceful. I need someone more unconventionally resourceful. This woman works with car parts a lot. She knows what she's talking about at all times. Also, she has the anger of a pure New Yorker. It is Mona Lisa Vito from My Cousin Vinny.
Nice.
He will reach at this killer to death.
That's good.
We're rooting for her, and we love her.
All she does is win. I mean, I want to see all these movies. I'm not even kidding.
I would watch the crap out of any of these. Well,
I truly, yeah.
Tony's a bit iffy, but everyone else definitely watches the crap out of these.
Tony's is going to get a little weird, but I'm into it.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Tony's definitely got an Unearth episode going on already.
Next Unearth episode, we all just
speaking of which, the latest one is out now with one of the guests. We watch Girl on the Third Floor. You should go watch it after this. You should go watch. Hey, there we go.
Wow.
Branding.
Great pick. That's a great pick.
It is an excellent pick. I dig it.
My cousin, I've had this argument before. My Cousin Vinny is my favorite Joe Pesci film. By a shadow of a doubt, I adore that film more than anything else films face in.
It's in my top 5 of movies of all time.
It's a fantastic movie.
Ultimate
it's absolutely fantastic.
They actually do use it in law school to teach law because it is
because
it's
it's
one
the
of the
most
more
accurate
accurate films.
depiction of a court scene.
Oh yeah, I had the first time I spoke to Scott Harvey and then found out that he was training to be a lawyer. I was just like, how many times have you watched My Cousin Vinny? Just like that and A Few Good Men are like the 2 films that he just watched constantly during.
Yep.
Know what time to kill? That's fine. All right. Doug, moving over to you, sir. Close that round.
Right.
We are trucking.
So I need my person that's gonna try and go after, go after Edward and try and solve this thing that they're kind of doing together throughout the city. And that, because I want him in my movie, and the only role that I found him that he's played anything like this is in a movie called Match Point. And it's the policeman in Match Point, who is AKA Tony Kebbell. I want him in the movie so bad because he's such a charismatic person. So you're going to see him as this detective police worker trying to find out what's going on between Edward Nygma and Louis Bloom as they kind of are using kind of counterpoints to each other as they're committing these murders, and you're trying to figure it out. So it's a horror psychological thriller. So we need to find our next two people.
The 2005 Woody Allen psychological thriller Match Point, the second to last cast member of that movie.
It took me a little deep dive to find him as a police officer.
So I'm sorry, you just like need a police officer, and you
No. I need a police officer, but I need that police officer or detective. It could have been either or. And I couldn't pull him from his episode of Black Mirror because we need movies. So I'm gonna take Toby Kebbell in that role because, you know, boom. Plus, he's gonna die by the end of the movie. Spoilers.
Oh, spoiler alert. I have nothing. I've literally nothing at all.
Yeah, I got nothing to say on that one.
It's Koba. It's, you know, you guys know who Toby Kebbell is?
Yeah,
I just looked him up.
Okay.
Yeah, I have Tony Kebbell has been in such films as Dead Man's Shoes, Rock and Roller, Prince of Persia: Sands of Time, Warhorse, Wrath of the Titans, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and he was in Fantastic Foursome.
You say Remember the Titans?
Wrath of the Titans.
Wrath of the Titans. I was saying, remember the time, like, who is he? Then I'll be able to put a face to the name. But
there you go.
Yeah, he's Koba in Planet of the Apes.
That would not help me figure out what he looks like, though. I looked it up, though. I saw
best way to describe his acting abilities is basically, and I think you could bring it with the policeman, is go watch this episode of Black Mirror. It's
I think I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, it's the one where they have memories in their camera and they can look back and everything.
Okay.
Oh, in the eye thing? Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
in the eye.
He's
so good in that. Yeah, the entire history of you. It's one of my favorite episodes. Next to like 15 minutes.
All right, cool. Yeah, I got you.
But Bill, my character that I added is coming next, so we'll recap and you'll see. I think you'll get excited. I think you'll get excited.
Okay.
I'm just going to put down a note if we ever run out of film topics to do. TV show, anthology TV show episodes.
Yes, let's
do Twilight
it.
Film, Black Mirror, stuff I've watched in their life.
Well, I've always said we should do Fantasy Film Fights Goes Rogue, and then we just do any topic under the sun. We'll get to that. We're only on episode 39. But Tony, give us a recap of round 3, and then we will get to Doug's 4th round pick.
Well, to be fair, we can probably wait till Doug to the very end because I don't think anyone's going to be picking the 12th cast bill member of the 2007 random films. Alright, so Anthony went first this round. He went Kenny Fisher, Can't Hardly Wait. I went with Miranda Priestley from The Dreadful Wears Prada. Bill went with Black Dynamite from Black Dynamite. Hailey went with Mona Lisa Vito from My Cousin Vinny. And Doug went for the policeman from Match Point. Such an iconic character, he doesn't have a name.
That's right.
5 very different movies shaping up right now. Doug, who's your 4th pick?
All right, so just like Shrek 2, I need a hero. I need a hero to save me through the morning light. I'm gonna go with Leroy Green from the last motherfucking Dragon. And you know, if you see this movie, he is a hero. You're welcome. Your Black Dynamite pick told me, I was like, I could pick him right. Let's do it. I
don't give a fuck what happens in this movie. I want to see it. Just to see somebody click on that is a belt buckle. Oh my god! Please let this happen.
So I need a hero that's kind of gonna smash the villains all to shred, and this is one of the baddest mofos in the world. Leroy Green. If you've never seen The Last Dragon, he's such a good character. I wish more people watch this movie because it's actually a really good movie. But yeah, Tamik as Leroy Green in The Last Dragon.
Yeah, I can't say I've seen it. Bill,
So
good.
Him, show enough. Come on. Oh my God, this movie is amazing. This movie is so good. I don't care what critics say. I don't care what the Rotten Tomato score says. I don't care what Metacritic says. I don't care what the IMDb rating says. This movie's fucking great.
Wow, did you just describe your summary of On Earth?
You basically, yeah.
That's all right. We'll discuss my movie on Earth.
I have no words.
Yeah.
So I've seen Show Enough for years. I've just known the name. I've seen the picture of him. I've never known where he's come from, and now I never need to.
Oh, it's amazing.
Movie's so good.
It's actually really good, guys.
Anybody that's seen, I think Vanity pretty much jump-started puberty for me when I was a kid. Like, forget it. A little bit about me as a person.
What is going on with this show?
Like normal, it's going off the rails. So
let's turn into the skid. Let's keep going.
Listen,
Exactly, Hailey. Might as well jump on over to you.
I love to continue dumpster fires, and I love to add fuel to them. I think this one is either going to give me a big hug, or it's going to give me a slap in the face. But luckily, in the era of COVID, y'all can't do either of that to me. This character made me want to cover my drink when I watched the movie. When I watched it with other people in these fan leagues, and this is my opportunity to kill him, and that's the only reason he's going in there is so we can get him murdered. I'm picking Jacob from Crazy Stupid Love. Christina and Peggy had Jacob and I watch that. I really he's here to get killed.
Well, I'm sorry, what?
I'll explain it more when I explain the plot, but he's getting killed.
I'm a little sad at that pick.
Judging by Peggy's reaction, that was not a good pick.
I know where you're coming from with that pick. I get it though. I see where you're going.
I don't know if it's like the in me or.
Hold on 1 second, guys. I'm sorry. Hey, fiance Knowles, remind me to ask you what Crazy Stupid Love is later. Okay, cool. All right.
She'll know.
She'll tell me. Yeah.
She'll know.
It's a good movie.
It's a very good
movie. I love the movie. Jacob made me want to cover my drink.
We did talk about it just the other day.
It's not like he doesn't drug the women.
I know, but he gives me the vibe.
Yeah, there's a vibe. There's a vibe.
He's a pickup artist.
The redhead.
Exactly, Tony.
And I said fell off the face of the earth, and you were like, I don't think she fell off the face of the earth.
We are just hearing.
Yeah, I just want to listen to another
I love my fiance Knowles cameos. They're my favorite.
Yeah.
Sorry. Apparently, we were just talking about that movie the other day, and she was like, "Remember the redhead that fell off the face of the earth?" And nothing's coming to me right now.
Yeah, we're talking. Doug, Phil, remember when you were writing the
Emma Stone? Yes. Okay. Now. Okay.
She's falling off the face of the earth. What are you talking about?
She didn't fall off the
recently
face
got
of the earth.
married. She's gonna be Cruella DeVille.
Thank you, Kayla.
That's true.
So, just quickly answer. It's the Ryan Gosling character, so the pickup artist in Crazy Stupid Love.
Yes.
And
I'm upset by that
you
pick
were doing,
because you're killing
you were
him.
doing so well.
All right.
Interesting. Killing off Jacob. All right, Bill, over to you. Who are you adding to your cast?
Well, now I need the comic relief, or is what is commonly known as the stoner character, I believe. There's one way you can go with it, and that's the way I want to go with it. And if you're going to put a stoner in to be your comic relief, and I'm trying to make the greatest movie ever made, I got to go with the greatest stoner ever. And I'm going with Thurgood Jenkins, Dave Chappelle himself, from Half Baked.
Okay.
Good choice.
Do I even need to justify putting Dave Chappelle in a movie? No, I do not. This was almost Chainsaw from summer school, but I thought a little too on the nose.
I
forgot about the prop guys from summer school.
Summer School was amazing. I just like, come on. Chainsaw was the best. Oh, God. I want to watch Summer School now.
Will we get the line Unity just once?
Of course.
Sweet. All right, I'm in.
Okay. It's a little, I definitely thought for a quick
Aaron, you're the greatest stoner.
I thought you were going with like Redman from How High is where I was going with that. I was like,
I mean, he's fine, but Dave Chappelle. I mean, how hilarious is Dave Chappelle?
Our stoners are completely different because I was going Cheech.
Yeah, I was going Cheech. Oh,
I was either going Cheech or Chong.
I was thinking Slater Days of Confused.
Now I want to hear Thurgood's commentary on everything that is happening.
No,
I want the insightful guy, and I need Dave Chappelle. I need Dave Chappelle to be in this movie. So Thurgood, Jenkins.
If Chappelle was in a horror movie, I'd probably watch that horror movie for the comic relief that he supplied. That would probably be able to get me through. So I dig it. I dig the pick.
It wasn't a horror movie. It's called Blue Streak.
He's barely in that. I wouldn't even count it.
He's literally in it for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It's still a horrible movie.
Luke Wilson.
Yeah.
Luke Wilson. Which one am I thinking of?
Martin Lawrence is a thief who pretends to be a cop to re-steal a diamond.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Cool. Thurgood Jenkins. Half baked. All right. Tony, you're up.
Here we go.
Okay, so I've got my children, I've got my mother, so I need a father figure now.
Oh, Tony.
Who is married to Miranda Priestley?
Is this a therapy?
Satan from Bigger, Longer, Uncut.
Saddam Hussein. No, I'm actually going for an actual choice of a good father in this because you need at least one character you can believe in, one character that you want the hope for, because the idea is that a family's been terrorized. So I'm going for the greatest father on cinema, even if he goes crazy and gets arrested for stealing hot dog buns. George Banks. From
Jesus. Okay.
I knew it. I thought I was gonna have time to write it down, but I had a feeling that's where you were going with
that. I mean, I do love me some Steve Martin.
I can't see George Banks marrying Miranda
Priestley. I can't be mad at that.
I can see that. Just like they met when they were younger, when she was less wild and evil, and then he just got henpecked into staying with her.
I could see it. She would totally break his spirit and make him a made man. Yeah, I get it. That would work.
He does his shoes company, plays basketball, and is good with kids.
Okay.
And then she just does everything else.
So he's like a Mr. Markup that owns a shoe company? Sorry, I totally stepped on you, Anthony.
No, you're good.
Tell us how you feel why you feel that way, Tony.
Well, no, but it's a case where my final pick may explain what the horror part of this film is, but it's the fact that you have like the three unlikable parts of the family, then you have the one where you just like, okay, no, he's decent. Like, the other three can die, but no, we want him to survive. Like, he's a good father. He tries to look after his kids. He does this, he does that.
Okay. And you can also supply the comic relief for the movie because it's fucking Steve Martin.
And so can Jojo Rabbit. Because Nazis are funny to laugh at.
All right, interesting.
Hey, Tony.
Okay.
Anthony, you're up.
Yikes. How do I follow that? All right. Next, I'm gonna go with the slut character, the one that always is just sleeping around, stuff like that. Hailey, that kind of looking like. No.
Wow!
Your pick. Hey,
wow!
A goddamn second, I will explain myself.
You better.
Haley's pick.
Make this good.
Haley's pick was similar to what I was thinking. Oh, don't do it, Tony. Yeah, there it is. You know what? Screw it. Just keep it. We're done. It's over. No. Haley's pick was kind of what I was thinking. Someone in a movie that is just always like hitting on women, always taking women home. But I didn't like Jacob because I liked the movie. I thought he really kind of redeemed himself towards the end. So I'm going to go with a different one. I'm going to go with one played by Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Don John.
Oh,
that guy was a straight up hit.
Oh, I was
entire movie, and he was just railing anyone. He was obsessed with
straight
porn.
dibs.
He definitely would be the person to just fuck anything that moved and would definitely get killed in the middle of sex. That is how that would go down. So he is going to be my slut character, not Hailey. Everyone, get it together.
Is he fucking Big Red?
He could be. I mean, they probably would.
Yeah.
I mean, he did at the end of the movie. He went with a big red at the end of it. So.
That's all right. That wins comment. Pack it up, internet.
But yeah, that's where I'm going. Jacob was on my list, but I had to go Don John because he was much worse.
I'll be honest, when you said slut, Joseph Gordon-Levitt character, I had a different one in mind. Because Tom in 500 Days of Summer is a total slut.
Oh, possibly. That one that seemed like one, so I was just like, but this one kind of reminisced a little bit more. But
yeah, but that definitely fits more than 500 Days of Summer, JGH, JGL, whatever. Okay, so that closes out round 4. Fastest fantasy film fights episode thus far. We'll see how round 5 goes down, but before that, Tony, give us a breakdown of how round 4 went down.
Okay, so Doug went first this round. He went with Lee Rogoon for The Last Dragon. Hailey went with Jacob for Crazy Stupid Love because she's wrong and bad and she feel bad.
I don't.
Bill went Fergus Jenkins from Half Bake. I went George Banks for Father the Bride, and Anthony went Don John from Don John.
Here's where it gets interesting and everyone rounds out their top 5 cast, if you will. Anthony, what are you going to surprise us with your 5th round pick? What you got?
This one was tough because I have two kind of hero choices. They're both very different on the realm of what I would want to do for the hero, but crap, I really wanted to do one, but I think I'm going to go with Tony. Can you stand up real quick? Yeah, we're going with Rocky. Rocky is going to be in this movie. I got Big Red, who apparently is a part of a lot of these fantasy film fights, and we're going Rocky. Not new Rocky, obviously, because we're going old, like Rocky 1, Rocky 2, all those. We're going Rocky. He would start punching slashers in the face. It would be great to watch. It'd be like watching the Scream movies when they get hit and go flying down the stairs. It'd be like he gets punched through a wall. It would be fantastic to watch. He's going to be the hero character. And I had him on the list. It was perfect. Rocky in a horror movie, it makes sense. So
that's a weird Rocky Horror Picture Show.
That's what you call it.
And movie done. I'm out. See ya.
Drop the mic on Anthony. Well, we say always pick Rocky. He did so.
Yeah.
Interesting.
We're also going to have the Big Red as a cunt shirt coming out soon.
I'll find the crap out of that one.
You'll get a cut of the proceeds of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Tony's like, I didn't agree to that.
Yeah.
Rocky's the best hero in any film, so putting him in a horror film would be great. I just like the idea of just it would be like the Black Knight scene in My Path and the Holy Grail. Just he loses all his limbs, just I can still fight, bro.
I'll fight your ankle.
All right, so that closes out Anthony's team. Tony, what are you going with your 5th and final pick?
Okay, so I've got my family dynamic. So the reason why I chose 3 of the 4 characters to be so evil is because I need a reason for this character to break. Because this person is the most dangerous person in cinema. But he's too nice of a person to do anything about it. Because if you went down under and fucked with this man, you would not come out the same way. I'm picking Paul Hogan himself, Crocodile Dundee.
I just smiled at Crocodile Dundee thinking that's where you were going.
I mean, that's not a knife.
That's not a knife.
That's a knife.
And that's a knife that's in someone's
You knew that line was coming.
No, this is also a knife.
I'm so glad that other accents apart from British ones that are being used for once on this fucking channel.
That's It's fantastic.
I mean, I forgot that guy
Interesting.
existed. I'm not even gonna
Cast
lie.
guy here, Tony.
I can see,
Weirdest movie.
I can see the scene of he gets stabbed in the shoulder with a knife. I mean, that's exactly what he says. That's not a knife. Takes knife, stabs in head. That's a knife.
Writes itself.
It does. Yeah. A lot of these movies are writing themselves.
Yeah.
Just like
Right?
just like the Metal Torment, just like when he finally breaks and just like, oh yeah, holy shit, you're more scary than any other character in the history of the universe because like the crocodiles are scared of you.
Okay. Tony's movie just came together for me. I got it now. It's all come.
We're
It's
all
an
just,
interesting
we're
one,
all
that's
just,
for
we're
sure.
all just hitting, we're all just hitting dingers. We really are. We should all applaud
Right?
ourselves.
Knocking them all apart, one after another. All right, Bill. How you gonna round out your team?
Oh, sweet Jesus.
So, this is how my team ends, with the first to go. The jock, if you will. And I'm going to read a passage that inspired my decision, where it says that this guy doesn't necessarily have to play sports, but he has certain recognizable personality traits. He's narcissistic. He's usually not all that bright. He's a macho man believing himself to be an alpha male, which is more than likely not his downfall. He is only barely tolerated. He's usually a womanizer. And when I think of one person in the history of the entire planet, I'm going with Donald Trump from Home Alone 2, Lost in New York.
Bill, I love you.
Now, I don't even need to explain that. I could just say that, and then we're done. But I'm going to explain it, and I'm going to explain it with this premise here. Just to be clear, I wish no ill will on another human being. That having been said, I would like to work out some kind of perverse fantasies I have about watching this person get everything that should be coming to them slowly over a good couple, like a Saw type torture. Like, I really want that to happen, and no one's gonna fucking save him. You think Black Dynamite and Furiosa and Thurgood are gonna get the fuck? No! He's gone, man. He's like slow, he's getting picked off, and then we're all 5 minutes standing ovation of just whatever sick delights whoever is gonna kill him has. And I'm gonna drop the mic. I'm done.
Can he just take the W?
God damn.
I just have to quickly say for equal balance, I have some notes I have to now say. Laptop from hell, laptop from hell, there's a laptop from hell, laptop from hell, laptop from hell, laptop from hell. Coronavirus is a scam, laptop from hell. Thank you.
Yeah, I think you're safe now.
Now picture all that coming out of a torture rack. It's just so good, isn't it?
Oh, wow.
Oh, chef's kiss on that one.
It'll be huge.
Dude.
I wanted to go with Donald Trump from Ghost Can't Do It, but I'm the only person that remembers that's a film that exists. And don't look it up. It's horrible. So
I was accidentally
just to kind of bring it back to round one, we're going to keep the Home Alone franchise going. We're going after the real villain. We're going after the real villain.
I was muted, but I meant to say for legal reasons alone, I do not endorse it.
All right.
I've stunned this panel. Oh my god!
Perfect answer.
No, I think it's a fantastic pick,
Oh,
Bill,
that's so
and
funny.
a great way to round out your cast. Haley,
Hard
hard to follow that, but give it a shot.
I need another man to die. It's not as good as Donald Trump, but oh Lord, he has it coming. And I know I talk about this movie a lot. And this is my chance to finally get what I want. I'm killing Scott Pilgrim.
Nice.
And
Well, you just lost the Jake vote.
once we describe these plots, it will all make sense. But it's gonna be gratuitous, gory, bloody, awful. He is not getting the happy ending.
Well, if you want to explain your plot right now, go up. I mean, you just ran out your team. You can go ahead.
So
And go for it.
basically, this is Harold and Maude 2: The Revenge.
Okay.
It's a flashback. We're going to have our 4 victims, all of which have had very happy relationships. Even Bella, even though she's going through a breakup in this movie, they get back together and everything's fine. And Jacob, he has his little happily ever after. Scott Pilgrim, he has his little happily ever after. And so does Molly Savito. She's about to get married to such a great lawyer. But Errol doesn't want this to happen. He lost his love. Why should they get theirs? Jacob doesn't deserve his. Scott doesn't deserve his. They're getting killed. But when he comes to Mona Lisa Vito, she is saving the day. Bella, Scott, and Jacob are still dying. But she's still saving the day. She's getting herself not killed. And she drives off and talks about how burps are spontaneous but not romantic.
A burp is spontaneous. Okay, a burp is not romantic. Last line of the movie. I'm with you on that. Nice. All right, Doug.
Wow.
Where are you going? With your
All right. So I need my final girl. I've yet to pick one. And I think the greatest final girl ever that's never been in a horror movie is Sarah from Labyrinth.
Okay.
Sarah
Connelly action.
Jennifer Connelly, I think, shows how brilliant she is by being able to outsmart the Goblin King when it comes down to it. So being able to outsmart someone who rules an entire world, I think you'll be able to outsmart the 2 villains that I have set up for you in this movie. 2 people that eerily chase after people.
So explain a little bit why you called it the riddle.
The riddle is basically about a puzzle inside of a puzzle inside of a puzzle. It sounds like an enigma almost.
Labyrinth.
What this basically is it's 2 psychopathic sociopaths who are on the edge of breaking, and they've broken. They're people that you would see in your everyday life, and we've seen them being pushed to the edge in their films. So knowing that they can go to that level and being their characters, but also looking at their actors. So Jim Carrey can take it to that level when you push him hard enough. We've seen it. And Edward Nygma, if we're just doing Edward Nygma, this isn't a Batman film. There's not going to be a Riddler. He's not going to dress up in spandex. This is this eerie guy who killed his boss with a coffee cup or coffee mug. He's a brainiac. He's a person that literally is interested in puzzles and riddles and finding ways to torture people. Lou, this dude's sadistic. He's a sadist, and he likes to watch people in pain. And you saw him through the evolution of the film, him becoming smarter and how to outsmart and use the system for his own advantage. The 2 of them together, could you imagine the mastermind plan that they'll come up with to try and just destroy a city? To find people and just murder at random and know how to evade the police? Because Lou's been working with the police and knows how to get around the scanners. Edward Nygma is the brain of the operation. Then you get to Tony Kebbell's policeman who's hunting them down because he knows that there's 2 people working together to kill people through the city. Then you have Leroy Green, the hero of the day, the person that's going to be kind of there. Tony Kebbell's character actually gets murdered probably 3/4 of the way through. He starts the 3rd act. And this kind of launches Leroy Green into the whole situation of trying to solve this and prove that, you know, he knows what he's doing. And then Sarah joins Leroy on the adventure, and through this whole crisis that's going on through the city, it's almost like a Summer of Sam. Picture Summer of Sam, but with 2 masterminds behind it. 2 people that are haunting a city. It's not just they're haunting people, they're haunting a city. With them murdering people, you're going to have to be putting curfews. You're going to have to be doing, you know, a bunch of other stuff. And my director for this, because I think that it's the perfect director for it, because we've already seen social commentary from this director, and he knows how to direct horror, Jordan Peele. And then my score, I've mentioned it somewhere before, that he's one of the greatest directors score ever appears since ever, I'm putting John Carpenter in charge of the score.
Yes.
So we're gonna get that feel because The Last Dragon has like this 80s kind of feel, and you get like, you know, kung fu movie kind of feel. So I think with the, you know, the score of how it is, it's gonna put you on uneasiness, but you'll get those kind of synths that John Carpenter's really good at, and kind of giving you the eerie feel. I think this movie, while it may not seem like it's the traditional sense of horror movie, I think if you look in the eyes of like a Summer of Sam, or something like Take the Devil's Rejects, kind of like where it's kind of like this kind of sprawling horror movie, something that affects not just one person, it affects everything.
I would pay good money to watch.
Interesting. Yeah, I was gonna say,
Oh
Bill's
my God! It's I would love to watch Leroy Green beat the fuck out of Jake Gyllenhaal for like a good solid 3-4 minutes. That would be kind of delightful.
That made me so nervous.
I just want to make one suggestion.
Yeah.
You take out the policeman from Match Point, and you put in either Axel Foley or Marge Gunderson from Fargo. Imagine Frances McDormand like, in the one. Oh, you're back.
I like my cast how it is because I really wanted Toby Kebbell in the movie because I think he kind of brings this charismaticness that you need with the police officer, because you'll think he's gonna kind of solve this whole thing, and out of nowhere he gets murdered. So like one of your characters is like you're someone that you're rooting for the entire time of this movie, like yeah, catch these assholes, and gone. Oh, there you go, Zodiac. Think like Zodiac.
Ah. Gotcha. All right. Well,
I was trying to think of another film. I was like, give me another film.
Don't you hate when your brain freezes like that?
Yes.
All right. So that's everyone's Fields of 5. Tony, if you would recap it up. And while we do that, everyone in the chat, if there's someone who's like a character from a movie that you'd love to see killed off in a horror/thriller, whatever film, throw the suggestions in there. Throw them out. Be interesting to see what you guys come up with.
There is one I thought of while we were doing this.
We'll get to the honorable mentions.
All right, so what we'll do is because Anthony, myself, and Bill haven't really said what our plot would be. We'll do that. I'll go for the list, and you guys can do that if you are. Anthony, we'll go for you last because I don't think you have anything planned.
Off the cuff, just go.
I think you know me.
So we'll go backwards. Because Doug just explained it. So Doug's Edward Nygma from Batman Forever first, Louis Bloom from Nightcrawler second, The Policeman from Match Point third, Leroy Green from The Last Dragon fourth, and Sarah from Labyrinth. I'm just trying to remember Sarah. The only thing I remember from Labyrinth is why I have issues today.
All right.
Yeah, that's the reason.
Yeah. Oh, David Bowie is the reason. David Bowie is 100% the reason.
The crotch bulge.
Yes.
It's quite a unit on that guy.
Not a member.
Proud member.
Hailey went second. Well, Hailey went second last. She went Harold from Harold and Marl. Bella Swan for Twilight New Moon. Mona Lisa Vito from Michaels and Vinny. Jacob from Crazy Stupid Love. And Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
I want to add real quick. We're bringing back Yusuf Islam, formerly known as Cat Stevens. He's doing the score again. That's it. That's all I'm saying. Horror movie with Cat Stevens.
If not time, make a change.
Is Cat Stevens good?
Bill went next. He went Furiosa from Mad Max Fury Road, Regina Jones from Mean Girls, Black Dynamite from Black Dynamite, Thurgood Jenkins from Half Baked, and the 35th President of the United States of America, Donald J. Trump from Home Alone 2.
I'm real proud of that last one. I'm not gonna lie.
I also add one more thing. Can I add one more thing to my thing? Harold contacts Maud through a Ouija board, and they decide like who dies how in what way via Ouija board. Okay, that's it.
All right, Bill, do you want to go on yours a bit, or?
That movie speaks for itself. I mean, I don't even need to pitch this movie. I just open up with, guess who dies in the first part? And then everyone's going to want to see it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's like
Yeah.
What's that movie called? About someone dies at the end.
John dies at the end?
Yeah, it might be John dies at the end, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
Don dies at the beginning. That's the
Yeah,
name of
there
the
you
movie.
John dies throughout.
Sold.
Yeah.
It's a movie, tagline, first thing said of the movie.
Everything. All right. I went next, and I went Jojo Rabbit from Jojo Rabbit, Casey Flick from Election, Miranda Priestley from Dead Rise Prada, George Banks' Fatherhood Bride, and Crocodile Dundee. So mine is that this rich, affluent family they look great on the outside. They have a famous woman in charge, the head of the family. You have the lovable dad. You have this little immigrant boy that we don't ask too many questions about. How the hell is he in the 21st century still a child? And you have the precocious Tracy Flick. And then you realize for the first 20-30 minutes of the film that half of them are absolute bastards. Okay. And they're in the outback of Australia on holiday. They want to go see our kangaroos die. They wanted to go get some kangaroo skin. They want to go safari in Australia, which isn't a thing. But they're rich enough and stupid enough that they think that it can happen. Jojo wants his koala. And Crocodile Dundee is just hanging about. He just keeps getting pissed off. To the point where the last half of the film, Crocodile Dundee is out to get them. Out in the outback. They've got nowhere to hide. Crocodile Dundee but kills Miranda Priestley.
Okay.
You've thought about this.
This is made, Tony. This is definitely made.
Yeah. That was wow, that was intense.
Crocodile Dundee.
And now to close this therapy session with Tony.
I'm scared of Australians.
Crocodile Dundee, Done.
Oh, I see what you did there. I got you, Peg. I got you. I like
You're
it.
Penny.
Anthony went first overall. He went Kevin McAllister from Home Alone, Big Red from Bring It On. Okay, no one's saying it. Kenny Fisher from Can't Hardly Wait, Don John from Don John, and Rocky from Rocky.
Got any sort of plot behind that one, or you just want to move on?
I barely made it through this list. Much like I figured out a plot on this.
I am sorry about that. I feel like I threw you off a little bit, but you rebounded amazingly.
I think the plot-wise, it's kind of, I would say, more of a home invasion type thing, kind of like Saw. And all I really want to see is, like, Nicolas Cage Wicker Man style. I want Rocky to just punch Kevin McAllister as a child in the face. Like, if he's wearing a bear suit, even better. But, just with the boxing gloves and just the shorts. I just want, like, a quick, swift jab to the kid in the face just once in the movie. The kid might live. I don't know. But I don't have a plot. You see my list. It's a gem. So, but I don't have a plot for it
yet. Nice.
Not a problem. Hey, Bill, since you had it. Wait, go ahead, Tony.
No, go ahead. It's your show. I'm just saying.
I was saying, Bill, since you had an honorable mention in mind, why don't we kick off honorable mentions with you, and then we'll just go around the horn.
Yeah, another person that's going to die first is Vince Vaughn's character from Maid, because he is the most awful person ever. And I want nothing more than to watch him get pummeled to death with someone's bare hands. And if you've seen Maid, you will understand every minute of what I'm talking about. I've never wanted to reach in and strangle a human being on film before in my life as much as I did him.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Hey, Doug, did you have any safety picks in case something actually got picked off your list?
Yeah, I had two because I was gonna kill them both off. One is Harold Goldfarb from Requiem for a Dream.
Oof.
And then the other is Tyrone C. Love from Requiem for a Dream. If I needed somebody to off real quick, both those are really savage characters that are disgusting to watch in this film, and they both probably should have been put out of their misery at the end of the film.
Gotcha. Hey, Hailey, I know you had an idea that you had all ready and raring to go, and then kind of were a little off on the actual topic. Do you want to give that if you want?
I do not, because I'm using it for something else.
Ah, sweet. Not a problem.
But But my one honorable mention, my final girl for a hot second was going to be Veronica from Heathers, but I thought Mona Lisa would have been so much better, so we went with Mona Lisa.
Oh yeah,
that's it.
You're not allowed to do Winona Ryder when dressed as Winona Ryder.
All right, Tony, do you have any safety picks just in case something came off your list?
No.
All right.
Have you seen my list? I don't think anyone's gonna go pick any of mine. The only one that I was scared of was maybe someone goes Crocodile Dundee. And I was just like, and then I would have turned it into.
Yeah, no, you were pretty safe on that one.
If anyone went with Crocodile Dundee, I would have just picked the toaster from Brave Little Toaster and did it as he's going to toast you alive.
Can someone
interesting. And then
full power against it? Oh, thank you.
Now that Tony's gone.
Hi, Tony. Bye, Tony.
Bye, Tony.
What's happening?
Tony's also an
no
honorable
idea
on my list.
It's a weird episode. Anthony, did you have any on your list that just barely missed out on being in your cast?
Yeah, I had two. For the tough guy, when Rocky was there, I had to go with that. The other one I was going to do was Walter Sobchak from The Big Lebowski, because he runs a security business, so he could easily strap and secure the whole house, and he has guns galore, and he's a vet. He would be able to do some damage. Other than that, the only other villain I thought of was actually going to be, you know how in like all the movies you hear like a whisper somewhere and it's coming from one way or a voice? I was going to have Seth Rogen from any movie ever and use his laugh as how you know he's coming to get you. Can you imagine if you hear that laugh coming from this way? Exactly. That was going to be the process. That was the internet I had right there.
Hey, the internet. If someone could auto-tune Seth Rogen's laugh to the Friday the 13th music,
please
fucking do that, please. Like, that would be amazing. Like, that would be it. That is your fucking...
I think you've just given Doug a project.
I just... All right, hopefully this broke the internet. I hope that works.
Oh, man. I hope someone does that. Please do it. That'd be great.
So the first character that came to mind that would work perfect for Seth Rogen film is the one from Sausage Party.
Yeah,
because he's small enough to do it, and he's also a fucking serial killer in that movie.
That is true. Actually, that would work. As just whatever.
Sausage Party's not a horror movie.
No, that's the other one.
There's a lot of killing. For some reason, when you said Seth Rogen's voice, my mind went to Paul.
Oh,
as the alien, running around. But
he could be
anyways, Tony, any interesting comments from the peanut gallery over there in the chat?
Yeah, one or two. So people that wanted to kill. So Malcolm, I would have had Wolverine as my villain. Axel from Barbed Wire as the hero.
Barbed Wire, Jesus.
Wow, that's a poll.
That is a poll.
That's coming from me. Yeah.
Please tell me, Garth. Please tell me you're killing him.
No, he's the villain. That's the.
I was about to say, you have Jar Jar as your villain, just like.
Dude, have Jar Jar as your final girl. You'll make the worst movie ever.
The best movie ever. Excuse me.
Oh, it's Squeeze Me.
Not Niles.
That's it for me. All right.
Peggy is now gone. We do not have respecting of Niles from Frasier in this channel.
What's wrong with Niles?
You went. Niles is amazing. That's the issue. I thought you were insulting Niles.
Oh no! Someone said Frasier from Frasier. I would think the one to crack out of those two would be Niles first.
I mean, he was a killer in a movie. I mean, yeah, he was the perfect host. So yeah, I mean, we should all see that if we haven't. So because he's great in it. So
Garth is correct. It is not a horror movie.
It's not a good movie.
It's not a good movie. No, it is not. So
agreed.
Then last bit. There's a new Crocodile Dundee film coming out.
What?
Yes. Is he a murderer?
They made Crocodile Dundee 4.
It is. I've got it up. It's called The Very Excellent Mr. Dundee. It's about Paul Hogan himself being knighted by the country of Australia, and him just being, I don't want your fucking attention. I'm not Crocodile Dundee. Leave me the fuck alone. I've already bought my tickets. I've been.
Yeah, I'm out.
All right, might as well wrap it up and get on out of here, guys. we're going to go around the horn. If you guys got anything you want to promote, any social medias, the handles you want to give out, have at it. Hailey, we'll start with you. Anything got coming up?
Tomorrow, I am going to be going against Doug, and we're going to be making our own original from-scratch horror movie. I'm struggling between two perfect little gems, and I just have to pick which one I'm going with. And also follow my letterbox. I make really dumb reviews, and that is it.
Short and sweet. I dig it. Doug.
Besides what was just pitched, nothing else.
Fair enough. Bill, what do you got to pitch?
Well, as I said earlier, on Earth aired yesterday on its new night of Tuesday, where Hailey was my guest. We discussed Girl on the Third Floor, the CM Punk horror film. Spoiler alert, lot of bodily fluids, but also a real good time. I thoroughly enjoyed it. We did. I believe I gave it a 12 out of 5 rating. Yeah, probably. And then in 2 weeks, Rue will be my guest, where we watch Fresh. Finally, I'm going to get that one out. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram. It's Philadelphia, PA, but Twitter's a cesspool, so I'm rarely ever on it. But follow my Instagram, where you just see pictures of my cats or food or memes, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, or I'll be here probably. So yeah.
All right, cool. Anthony, anything you want to plug?
Well, the thing that Hailey was talking about, where her and Doug will be going, is actually going to be my show, Working Title. That's on Open Air Trivia, which also everyone on here has been on this before. Peggy and Tony have been on it. They faced each other. Peggy's still upset with me. Bill's been on it before and pitched some batshit crazy stuff. So,
and I should have won.
You said even after the show you were going to win, and you know it.
I forgot that.
Thank you.
I forgot that was already recorded and airing on Halloween.
Oh yeah, I guess Malcolm wrote that we did an 8-man tag team horror movie match. Me and Doug were in that with a couple other people, so look out for that on Halloween. And that's I'm just around. I'm all over the place, so you'll see me here and there.
Well, sounds good. And then Tony, what's coming up on future presentation?
Okay, so feature presentation this week. So the main one is this Sunday. FPTL is the 1-year anniversary of this shit. 5th November. Dear God. I could have done so much more with my life this year.
You've done so much.
I mean,
we all appreciate it.
We've all grown. We've all done well. I
gotta pick a slut. Hailey.
That's a shirt.
Oh yeah.
Shirt.
I can't believe Turbo Kid's not a shirt yet. Like, Jesus Christ. How is that not a shirt yet? Probably because we'll get sued.
Yeah. Yeah, so that, as we said, shirts, you get the Fancy Fun Fight shirt, the FPTL one, you get the logo, so you can get the, I don't know if we go Cariola one, Fancy Fun Fight.
You can get the sticker.
To buy other things, we should have more stuff coming out in the near future. And yeah, please like, subscribe if you haven't already. We should be getting up the list for December this week because it's the end of the month. So just quickly, for anyone, December, we are doing it with, because we're going to pre-record so that we're not here on like 2 days before Christmas going, so what's your favorite pick for Christmas films? Because you might be busy, so we're going to pre-record stuff, so please keep an eye out for that. Yeah, I think that's everything we got, Butch.
Christmas films, let's see, there's Die Hard, there's The Long Kiss Goodnight, there's
Gremlins. Christmas film.
Lethal Weapon. Lethal Weapon.
Lethal Weapon's a good one, yeah.
Film.
First of all, Die Hard is a Christmas film because without Christmas, he doesn't go there.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you blow your mind with sense?
No, I realize that Christmas is involved in the movie, but it's not a Christmas film.
Neither is Home Alone, but everyone wrangles it into one.
It's a main.
It's a Christmas film.
Plot point. It is a main plot point.
Home Alone's not a Christmas film, but everyone treats it like one.
They actually go on that vacation in January.
Bruce Wilson. Bruce Wilson himself has said it's not a Christmas movie.
Bruce Wilson
but anyways,
you really want to take the word of the guy who doesn't even show up on his like movies that he's doing nowadays?
Oh, Lord.
Okay,
Right.
yeah.
You guys can find me here every Wednesday trying to wrangle in the panelist group on Fantasy Film Fights. Next week, we are drafting movies that involve politics because it's going to be the day after the election and it should be interesting. So
let's hope. Let's hope it's interesting. Let's really hope.
Everyone's just going to be tweeting at each other.
No, I don't want it interesting. Let's just put in the person that we're supposed to put in and be done. No
Jill
interesting.
Stein.
No interesting.
Jill Stein.
All right, let's get out of here. Guys, good panel. Interesting to see what's going to go on with the vote. I'll be very, very interested to see what everyone thinks of everyone's lists, especially the ones who didn't tune in and watch this. Hopefully, they tune in and watch it after the fact.
Yeah,
but for myself, Hailey, Doug, Bill,
Anthony.
Anthony, and Tony, thank you for joining us. See you next week. Be safe. Have fun.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and please don't forget to vote.
That was
Awesome.
I thought it reeked.
Who's winning?
Let's see who wins.
You're gonna win.
nothing personal. It's really gonna matter.
Tune in next week.
You see what happens?
It's brand new.
Episode?
Fantasy
Film.
fight.
Doesn't matter who wins, because they're all losers.